Hello everyone, welcome back to Bear's World. Today I have two guests with me in this new episode. I have my friend Noah, you know him before in the previous episode. And today, joining me, I have one of my other good friends, Tristin. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How you doing, Ben?
I'm doing great. I'm excited to talk to you, man. I haven't really seen you in person in a minute.
I know, it has been a while. It has been a long time. Been road running a wee bit.
When's the last time y'all saw each other?
Shit. Probably like a month and a half ago. It was outside of Hibbett. You remember I literally just pulled up for like a couple minutes.
Was it a month and a half ago? Was it really?
I still had my dreads. Maybe like a month ago.
You had like 2 or 3 other people in your car, yeah.
Yeah. I seen Cole that day too.
Was Cole there?
No, but I seen him that day. It was really awkward.
Yeah, Cole's
How was it awkward?
I don't know, because Cole's just got that orangutan posture.
Bro, yeah.
And he just comes up to you and... yeah, he just got that posture, and it cracks me up.
Well, you're going to have Cole on the podcast soon, right?
Yeah, Cole's another good friend of ours. You'll probably be hearing him soon on the podcast, hopefully.
He's a great guy. I love him.
He's alright. He's alright. I don't know what he's going to talk about on here, though.
How he can give you a good deal on all the pills you can think of.
Whoa.
I'm just kidding.
Like vitamin
Christ.
C and ibuprofen.
Yeah, man. He works at a vitamin shop.
And Advil. That's my favorite.
Yeah, we love Advil around here.
Yeah, so
Welcome to
what we
Lake
start
County,
with?
people.
The UFC?
Yeah, bro. I mean, you can talk about that. Bro, I just honestly, dude, like, the one thing I gotta get out the way, bro, and I feel like nobody else felt the same way about it, though, but how the fuck does Anderson Silva snap his leg like that on Chris Weidman, and then Chris Weidman breaks his leg the same exact way?
Literally the same exact way, bro. And the worst part about it is he didn't even notice until he tried to plant it back.
Yeah, and then he stepped on it.
Bro, you should have been here, Tristin. The whole room, bro. It was like in perfect sync unison. Like as soon as, because like we were so confused because it happened so quick and like none of us were watching the first
we
fight.
missed it.
Yeah, all of us were. Everyone's like, "Whoa, what happened? What happened?" And we're just looking around, they're not showing the replay. And then Rahal just goes over to the opposite cage and he just gets on his knees and he's just looking down, man. He's not saying anything, he's just looking down, man. It was weird. We're like, what the fuck happened, man? And after like a minute, it finally shows the replay and we're just watching and we see Chris Weidman throw that right kick, man. And we just all in unison, we're just like, we see the first snap and it just bends around his leg. We're just like, oh!
Yeah, everyone was like, oh, bro. I was at a restaurant when it happened, bro. And as soon as they showed the replay, bro, it was like fucking 100 people, bro. Just everyone just, oh, bro. It was so gross. So gross.
Yeah. His career was, it hasn't been going well since that infamous spin kick against Rockhold. That
he threw
sent his whole career
down the drain with one fucking fails. Hey, no, but it was that, bro. That's still my boy.
That's still my boy.
I was hoping his dad would have just came out and said that right after he snapped his leg. That one time.
No, that'd have been
still my boy.
Still my boy, though.
Yeah. Nah, bro. That I do feel bad, bro, because that's probably the end of his career.
Oh, dude, yeah. I'm honestly like I'm quitting at that point.
You don't think he'll come back?
He probably
How old is he?
Snapped like
He's
7
like,
times.
How old is he? He's like,
he's got to be at least 33, 34. All I know is who was training with him? Anthony Smith, who also had a pretty good win on the night. He trained with Chris Weidman for the whole training camp, and he said Weidman worked
36.
He's 36.
Yeah,
He's
the
same.
He
age
might
as
as well.
Masvidal, though.
That's a tough injury to recover
That's like an 8 to 12 month recovery.
I mean, Anderson came back, and it wasn't like he dominated or anything, but Anderson came back after that injury around the same age and kind of. He still fought like 5 or 6 more times.
Weidman already doesn't have that good of a chin, and he's not as good as he used to be, and he's broken his leg. I don't know, bro.
Oh, never mind.
If I were him, I'd be thinking about it.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I love Uriah Hall. He's probably he's definitely one of my favorites, but I was kind of rooting for Weidman just off the fact that he's.
I felt bad for him. Same, but I picked Hall to win that. I had a feeling. Yeah. I mean, not that type of feeling, but yeah.
It's kind of crazy because actually a broken leg only takes 6 to 8 weeks. I mean, like what happened to him? It looks like it'd be a lot worse.
It looked like when he stepped back on it, that was full pressure.
That's when we all just were like, "Oh, even louder."
Well,
but
like, made it worse.
That's the thing, though. It might take 6 to 8 weeks for it to heal. But then you gotta think about the rehab. You get what I'm saying? Him going through rehab, having to train with it. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be a long, long process.
that leg will never be the same.
If you think about how kind of like crazy humans like actually heal, like kind of like the things that like small cuts and everything, like everyday like healing, like our own antibodies and immune system. It's kind of like it's kind of crazy how complex like our entire body is.
Yeah, I mean lizards, you cut their cut their tail off
and it comes back.
Why don't we get some shit like that?
I mean, low key, you kind of do, just not on that. Like, you're not gonna grow a finger back, but like, low key, if you like get a fucking gash in your skin, bro, your skin will grow back and shit.
I've had this
tissue,
gash in my leg since I was like 6, and it hasn't gone away.
Yeah, but your skin grew back. Look.
Yeah, no, it's mainly scar
you know what's
tissue.
Fucked up about that, dude, is when I showed my mom this, and it was way worse. It was like all the way down here. I showed her, she was like, "You're good, just go put a rag on it, bro." I was like, "What?"
Look how big the scar is now.
Dude, it's massive. It's like, it was like a gash. I was wide open, bro. I was like so confused. I was only like 8 though.
Oh,
I was like,
no.
all right,
bro. So when I was at my cousin's house, because I used to go there every Wednesday after school when we were in elementary. There was this one kid named Brad that lived across the street, and it was probably one of the worst injuries that I saw when I was young, like in person. He was like riding his bike, and you know, it was like older, like gravelly, like roads.
Yeah.
Bro, oh my god, dude, I'm telling you.
dude.
It literally looked like bro, it like scarred me. And oh my god, I'm like traumatized from it just speaking about it. He like fell off his bike and skidded across, and his entire like skin was flayed off down to his ankle, like, from his knee to his ankle. It looked like one of those like Middle Eastern like kebab shops where they just have like the little piece of like meat span.
And you would scrape
It
it
just
off.
really it looked like it's
Fucking
I can
scraped.
imagine that.
Oh,
If we're gonna talk about that, dude, I remember being in my daycare. I was like, I couldn't have been in like more than 1st or 2nd grade, dude.
Yeah.
And you remember those springy boats? It would be like a boat, like a plastic boat, and then 4 springs under it, and it'd be super like jumpy. And like, you go to one end, it goes all the way forward. You go to the other end, you know what I mean? You jump on it, it goes back and forth.
Yeah.
These kids were on it, dude, and it was like this bigger kid and this super small kid, dude. And they were jumping on it, and the kid slips, and he falls over. So say I'm looking at it from like a side angle, he falls over the other side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, you just hear him screaming, bro. Ah! Ah! Bro, and the teacher runs up to him so quick and like guides him back into the room and stuff, back into the daycare. And then I go to see what the fuck happened, bro. I look through the window, and it's just a towel over his arm, dude. And it's like the pyramid in Egypt, bro. It's like, shoom, and then straight up, and then straight back down, and then
The bone?
The bone, bro. It was up.
Oh my god.
It was up, bro.
it was
so
looking like
bad.
Dogecoin's statistics when it went up in the graph. That one day went to like 47 cents, and that was back down.
It was literally,
47.
I've never seen any break like that again, bro, because I don't think the bone popped out of the skin. I think it
Just
snapped and
snapped
it just went
upwards.
up, bro.
Yeah.
And it was literally like that, bro. It was
No, bro,
disgusting.
I have something even worse than that. And this was actually, no, this is probably the worst injury I ever saw when I was like a kid. Probably in person, honestly. So I used to go to this school named Milestones. It was like a community charter school.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You do?
Yeah. I
Oh,
know
dude,
about
that place.
Milestones.
Yeah, that place kind of sucked. But so we were all going out to recess, and we had like the gym teacher, and everyone was like walking down, and we had that. You know how they had that big yard out front, that huge grass field? It was like a giant, like football sized field, bro. Like,
What was this place called?
Milestones.
Yeah, it was like a charter school. It was
I've never been there.
Treadway. It was across from Treadway. Nah, it was just a community
I mean,
school.
he does have 73% Neanderthal.
No. Actually, the DNA thing said it was 55%, and my sister actually has like 83% more than.
But didn't it say
Holy
73%? Explain
know.
Explain
It
it to the people real quick.
So, all right, so
Ooga.
Ooga. It's yeah. So I did the 23andMe DNA test because my mom got it for me and my sisters one Christmas, and the DNA test shows like, you know, obviously all where you're from, and your DNA and your relatives and all your groups and shit. And so they also had this part where it had your DNA for Neanderthal because, you know, obviously Homo sapiens and Neanderthal interbred back in the good old days, you know.
In the good old days.
Yeah, man,
Those
good
were
old
the
days.
prime years of humanity, bro.
When
Yeah.
humans were slapping the cheeks
When we were
of
living,
cavemen.
we were living off the earth.
Yes, sir.
Anyways,
you know, in the
bears
sun.
like 50% Ooga.
So yeah, all right. So first
That's being generous because we were told 70 something.
first of all, it actually only accounts for up to possibly 2% of your max DNA in the first place. That could be the Neanderthal variants.
Oh.
Yeah, so it only accounts for possibly up to 2%. And there's like a bunch of different variants that you can have. And it's kind of weird, like some of the genetic stuff that it shows is like really true. Like it like has weird traits for like you have physical traits or like mental traits for like not having a fear of height or other things. Like it's kind of weird some of the things that could be like programmed into you for
That's
DNA.
Kind of sick.
That is kind of crazy.
Yeah, let's see if I can actually pull it up.
More Neanderthal DNA gives you superpowers.
Yeah, no, that's like y'all heard about this study, bro. I can't remember what college did it, but it was like they took all these squirrels and they like bred them in captivity, bro. Where like these squirrels.
All right, sorry about that, guys. Technical difficulties, but what were you saying about the squirrel test, Tristan?
Alright, so there's this fucking college, I can't remember which one did it. But anyways, they bred these squirrels in captivity. Like 3 or 4 generations down, bro. These squirrels never seen the outside or anything like that, right? They just, their whole lives, they grew up in a fucking cage, right? And they would take this fucking machine, bro, and it was like on a rail, and they would like fly stuff over the squirrels to see how they reacted. And they would take like fucking like shapes, like triangles and like squares and circles, random shit, like cars, whatever, and they'd fly it over the squirrels and the squirrels wouldn't react to it. Mind you, the squirrels have been in captivity this whole time, so they don't know about the outside world. Then they take a fucking eagle, right, and attach it to that thing and fly it over the squirrels, and the squirrels freak out and start running and hiding for help and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Because there's been like thousands of years of fucking birds going in and taking down squirrels.
Yeah, so it's
that
like
DNA built straight into their body.
A lot of animals are like that.
Even humans, because if you think about it, it's the same thing with children. You know why they're always like scared of monsters and imaginary creatures and stuff like that in the like at night in bed, instead of like murderers, rapists, child predators, etc. like that. They don't fear that as much as they would fear like a monster. Never run like, oh, there's an accountant and a Jehovah's Witness at the door. I don't know what to do.
What? Wait, hold on. What just happened? Hold on. Wait. Wait, hold on. Run that back. What was the point you were just making? The kids.
I was just relating it to the test with the squirrels. You were saying is that humans can also have that like bred into them through like DNA, such as the squirrels being in that fear of the birds, as saying like fear of like wild animals and fear of like the unknown, monsters and stuff. Instead of like normal day kind of modern fears like knives or guns.
Oh, so they're okay. I get that.
So it's like kind of the same thing, but it's like
so
more.
So the monsters is really just like that, like years and years of like animals and shit.
Yeah, that makes sense. Getting attacked by fucking bears and lions and shit or whatever.
Yeah, man, it's like that dream I had, bro. That super vivid dream I had. I told you about. Where I didn't
got mauled by
I got mauled by a fucking bear, bro. I was 100% a caveman, bro, and like
I remember that.
I was just sitting at a fire. It was like one of the most vivid dreams I've ever had, and I was sitting at a fire, and I was just doing nothing, man. I was just sitting at a fire. I had no control of what was going on, but it was super vivid. And then I look up, and there's like a bear walking towards me, and for no reason, I instantly just go for like this, like it looked like a kind of like a baseball bat shaped. Like wooden club,
Ooga booga stick,
bro. Ooga booga stick, pretty much, bro. And I instantly just grab it and stand up, and I just instantly start walking towards the bear. I swear to God. And then the bear jumps up on his hind legs, and I swing, and then it starts like swinging and mauling me, bro. And I wake up just like that, dude.
And speaking of Ooga booga, do you guys want to explain Ooga booga to the audience?
It's just basically your Neanderthal DNA.
Yeah, that Ooga booga. Ooga booga.
So basically, I did this 23andMe DNA test thing, where it shows you all your DNA and where you're from, etc. And it shows like your ancestry. It also shows like some traits and some other stuff, which is very interesting. But it shows your Neanderthal DNA, which equates to about 2% of your like total DNA, because of the little variants there are, because of the Homo sapiens and Neanderthals that interbred between the species back in the good old days.
We said that.
Well, repeat it. Is your nose ring sideways?
No.
Okay, I'm just blind then.
All right, continue.
But yeah. So no,
it's a snake.
So what? You never know, man. Could be a snake in your boot. Be everywhere slithering on you. It's a snack.